Hello there, gamerinos and gamerinas. Welcome to UnicornStorm. This is Rady, and today I'm going to give you another reason why the XBox GamePass Ultimate might be worth your hard-earned dineros. Wait, that's Spanish. So what's it called? Your hard-earned denarii? This month's game happens to be The Forgotten City. It's actually a remake of a Skyrim mod I never played but heard about in the past, and it sounded quite intriguing. The whole concept was that the player found themselves in a city about to be destroyed by a curse. If someone within the city broke the law or committed a sin, the curse would hit and turn everyone into a statue. And because of the impending doom, the people within the city are stressed out to the point of breaking, distrusting of others, or outright hostile. So sooner or later someone will commit a crime and doom all of them. So now the player has to investigate the city's inhabitants and maybe even find a way to escape and or break the curse. If they fail, they are able to travel back to the beginning of this particular day and try again. A pretty neat idea. And the remake, or standalone game, or whatever you want to call it, pretty much does the same. But instead of in the magical land of Skyrim, this version takes place in an ancient Roman city that is also magical. You start the game by waking up at the shore of the Tiber and promptly creating your character. No matter what background you choose, your character doesn't really remember what brought them here or what happened to them. They were drifting in the water and rescued by a woman named Karen.
I don't always get
Great.
the best reactions when I introduce myself. My name's Karen.
And after rummaging through your pockets for change, she woke you up and sent you after some guy who ventured into some ancient Roman ruins. And since the game demands it, you follow into the ruins and travel through time, back to the year 64 AD, when the city was prospering. Golden statues everywhere and at least 20 people living inside the city. Yeah, this is a pretty small community, but that just means everyone gets more development that way, right? Well, the investigative gameplay is very casual in this game. So you were summoned by the magistrate to investigate who might break the golden rule, as it is called in this game, because the curse turns everyone into a golden statue if anyone commits a crime. Yeah, these aren't decadent decorations, but gilded corpses on display. Now your task is to find out who's most likely to commit a crime and report back to the magistrate. Well, I've already found the culprit. It was me all along. Yeah, I stole from my employer shortly after I accepted this task, and it didn't end too well. Let's take this seriously. Go out there and interrogate the populace. It's just that not everyone is happy or even willing to talk to you, so you have to run some errands and do some favors here and there until each of the citizens opens up to you. You learn how they arrived in the city and what role they play in this improvised society, what they think about the golden rule, if they even believe in it. You might even get some hints about possible ways to escape the city. Or they're just assholes who just grunted you. Or say some weird shit.
But did you ever get the feeling some of these statues are watching us when we're not looking?
Wait, for real? Holy fuck! But don't expect a complicated and multi-threaded investigation simulation. At the end of the day, you mostly just complete 2 or 3 step quests to change the NPC's attitude towards you, to get all the required information from them, and then you move on to the next dude. Though it is presented in an interesting way, with intersecting quests and, at first, seemingly random events and time-sensitive quests with complicated solutions that require you to abuse the time travel mechanic. And then there's of course the mysterious and intriguing plot. The game doesn't want you to play perfectly or in the most optimal way. Just explore the city, get to know its inhabitants, goof around a little, and slowly but surely you will uncover dark secrets. The game also isn't too demanding. It's more of a playground and not a boot camp. I already mentioned the rather shallow investigation gameplay, but there's also some shallow action gameplay in here, if you want to partake in it, since it seems it isn't required but only one of many paths to reach the end. Only the escape challenge after the curse has been triggered requires the player to survive an onslaught of ranged attacks, and there's not really a way to avoid this. If you die, you have to reload a save. I think it would have been better if dying also sent you back to the start of the day. But then again, this would have made the game too easy, I guess. And to be honest, it's not that bad. So even if the game doesn't have the most complex mechanics, there are some neat ideas and puzzles and challenges to be found in here. And one thing I really do appreciate is that the game doesn't waste your time. There is never a time, aside from when you have to reload after dying, where you won't make progress. You get to keep every item you acquire, and every piece of information stays uncovered. No resetting your character with every new loop, like it has been a popular trope since Majora's Mask, and is most prominent in roguelites and other roguish games. This isn't a roguelike though, just a story about a time loop, amongst other things. A neat little adventure game with some action elements, and with a pretty good twist. And lots of Roman trivia. So if you have some spare time and want to dive into this oppressive fantasy world and uncover the origins of the curse and find a way to escape afterwards, well, it is included in the Xbox Game Pass. At least for a while, as it is with these things. So if you already have a subscription, you can play right now. And if you don't, well, 1 month of the service is already cheaper than the game itself. So if you're interested, you might want to subscribe and see what other games there are. I've covered some of the, at least in my opinion, more noteworthy games included in the service, and will continue to pick out one game per month for at least a little while longer. So if you need a bit more information before you make a decision, you can find it right here on this cozy little channel. And if you enjoyed this video, you can show this with a thumbs up. And if you didn't, well, tear me a new one in the comments, because dislikes will soon be worth next to nothing. And with that, I bid you adieu. Have a great day, that's it from Rady, and I hope to see you again on the next game.